Actually, Darius, you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity. I have a friend of mine who's looking for, if anyone is interested, he actually has 2 tickets to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
He paid $21,000 for these
Wow.
tickets. It's Super Bowl weekend. Comes with like backstage passes and to the locker room and hotel, everything, like penthouse suite, everything like that. But the problem is it's on the same day as his wedding.
Okay.
And so he's looking for someone to take his place.
Right. At the wedding or at the Super Bowl?
You just ruined the joke.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay. That's what the joke was?
Yeah. If anyone's interested, it's happening at the St. Paul's Church in Orlando, 3 p.m. Her name is Ashley. She's 5'4". She loves to fish and hunt.
Perfect.
She'll be the one in the white dress.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Denimheads podcast. I'm Pasha.
And I'm Darius.
Darius, we made it to episode 10. This is some rarefied air for podcast territory.
Indeed.
According to Buzzsprout, there is approximately 1.8 million podcasts out there.
Yep.
And the top third record about once a week and have at least 10 episodes. So we are in the top 1/3 of all podcasts.
Yes, we are.
Trying to celebrate.
Exactly.
This is good stuff.
It is. It is.
It's been quite a journey. I mean, we started this a few months ago, and it's been fun.
Very fun.
Absolutely, and it's not that difficult. We've been trying to promote the idea of podcasting for anyone out there who's listening. I mean, rising tides lifts all ships. So
Correct.
If anybody out there wants to record a podcast, especially about denim, please go ahead. It's some good stuff. But Buzzsprout, they host, I believe, a podcast by the name of Buzzcast.
Buzzcast, exactly.
They've been very helpful.
Very.
I know you listen to their podcasts all the time, and,
yes,
and you pull in some of their stuff.
I touched on this.
The helpful hints.
Yeah, I touched on this quickly in the last episode. I don't want to repeat myself, but I do listen to their podcast. I do watch pretty much everything they upload on their YouTube channel. And you're right, it's been really, really helpful. And again, I think we've been lucky to end up with Buzzsprout because the content they put out is really helpful. It's very clear. It's very easy to understand when you're not coming from the podcasting world, which is our case, and we had to learn everything on the fly. And yeah, there's no other word. It's been really, really helpful. So all the content,
we truly learned
stats,
on the fly.
Yes,
I think all we did is just I think we decided to do it. We bought a microphone and we started recording within a day or two.
Exactly.
Of receiving the microphone. We didn't know what to do, and
exactly.
Buzzsprout's been shout out to Buzzsprout for being so
really
helpful. So Darius, what's on your mind this week?
I've seen something interesting. There's a guy out there doing the Indigo Invitational contest. So that's a fading contest. And he's doing it with a pair of Naked and Famous, but it is kind of a special pair because it is a 32-ounce Naked and Famous. So let me add a bit of context. Like when talking weight, I would say that we consider heavy denim in the ballpark of 18 to 20 ounces, I would say. So try and imagine 32 ounces. If you check, his page, the fading, it's beautiful and everything. But just imagine breaking in a pair of 32 ounces denim. It's
called the Indigo Invitational. Is that right?
No, the contest, yes, it's a fading contest.
That's a great name too.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
It sounds like a good name.
There's a lot of fading contests going on in the world right now. Every year, some people, they buy a pair of denim and they wear it for a year straight. And then whoever gets the nicest fades and everything wins something. So Indigo Invitational is the one that I've seen the most around, basically on social media. And so this guy, he started the year with a pair of 32 ounces, Naked and Famous. It's interesting because, again, if you think about it, we see 18 to 21 ounces and we think, wow, that's kind of tough already. So breaking into 32 ounces is something else.
Did you say his the name of his Instagram handle?
His handle is 32OZ_selvage. So
Okay.
yeah, easy to find.
Yeah, Naked and Famous does these sort of things.
Yes.
They're very forward thinking, let's say, with the way they do denim.
Yeah.
I know they had like reflective material in there. They've had some. Unfortunately, off the top of my head, I'm a little ill prepared for. But I know they will tend to do more interesting things.
Yes,
with their
they're known
denim.
for that. If you go on their website, you'll see it right away. There's a lot of different stuff, and it's really interesting because they do push the boundaries a little bit, and it's one of the more, I want to say, mainstream raw denim brand. So they have a lot of exposure to that. It's an interesting brand.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And I was just looking around, Naked and Famous, and I saw that on YouTube they have a YouTube channel and they were doing a podcast. So there's also something kind of interesting to listen to there. It's not, they don't have an RSS feed or anything. It's just on SoundCloud, I think, and on YouTube. It was around 2018, 2019. It's mainly,
we're talking about Naked and Famous.
Yeah, Naked and Famous podcast. It's
Okay.
revolving around the brand, of course, but still there are some interesting stuff to listen to there.
I'm sure there's some good stories too. I mean, they're
Yeah.
Sort of behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Would work. Well,
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of like heavier denims and such, going on the internet, this week,
Yes.
I've seen that online retailers around the world began restocking the Oni secret denims, which are about 20 ounces. Talking about heavy
exactly
denim.
20 ounces.
And it's I considered getting a second pair because I just love them so much.
Yes.
I bought a pair about a year ago, and as some people during the pandemic, you either gained a lot of weight or you lost a lot of weight.
Exactly.
I lost a fair amount of weight and thought about buying a second pair, just to sort of have and sort of in a different cut and such. But
are you approaching
at the same
this?
time?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, and then chatting with you about this during the week, I think you reminded me of a Tanuki Oni denim collaboration, which upon a little bit of research was released, I think, in 2018.
Yes.
And it sort of made me think about holding out for that collaboration, because that would be a very cool, 20-ounce secret denim in sort of Tanuki tailoring and
Yes.
and buttons and stuff. And I mean, that's 3 years ago. So
Are you hoping
the
it's
chances...
going to come back? Or do you know something we don't? I don't know.
I wish I did. No. I'm just hoping.
Okay.
I think with potentially hopefully, fingers crossed, the pandemic winding down, maybe there will be more collaborations and things will pick back up.
Yes.
To make up for some lost time. All of 2020 was essentially lost.
True.
So I would hope there's going to be some good collaborations.
Yes. Well, secret denim is maybe in my eyes and with the little knowledge that I have, it looks like it is one of the most sought after fabric.
I think it's it's very iconic almost.
Yes.
I think it definitely made them really put them on the map.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a fair assessment. I think they were probably already on the map.
They were on the map,
but that made it. That's something else.
Definitely. So, what's? Are you gonna wait and see if something? If they do something again with Tanuki, or are you gonna pick up a pair? I'm very tempted, by the way. Sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
To pick up a secret denim. I mean, you have the Type 3 jacket. I don't know. Well, you know what? Why not? We'll put it out to the listeners and see if they have any considerations.
I'll try and work
Like
out
put up a
a
poll on
poll
your
exactly
yeah,
and see
on your
if
Instagram.
people would be, hoping for another collab with Tanuki, or maybe
A different
a different
collaboration.
collab, maybe.
Maybe there will be, if fingers crossed, a PBJ Oni denim
Wow.
collaboration, a secret denim snow denim pair. I don't know, because I think they used the dyeing process of Tanuki with the secret denim
Okay.
to make a very special fabric. So you never know. I mean, I loved last year's 2020's snow denim.
Yes.
Probably my favorite pair. And
It's funny. I remember seeing those this collab of Tanuki Secret Denim online, and it was I think it was just before we really got into it, and I didn't really, of course, we didn't know. I didn't realize what it was, but I remember seeing this maybe on different shops on Denimio and other shops, but I didn't pay attention. Like I was like, yes, those two brands are collaborating, okay, but
we didn't know how special it
we
was.
didn't know. We really didn't know.
You don't miss it until it's gone.
Exactly.
And so,
exactly.
or at least you don't know you missed it until it's gone.
Yeah.
So I was like, sheesh, I wish I did start this a few years ago. That would have been I would have appreciated it a lot.
Well,
more
I think,
had I known.
I think if you go for a simple pair of secret denim, because you have one, but you're not really happy with the cut, or you maybe you didn't pay attention to the cut, the sizing, and everything when you bought them. So maybe if you get another pair, you'll be super cautious with that, and you know how to you know the measurements and everything. So now you know
The
this
measuring
whole
guide,
thing.
yeah, absolutely. Looking at the measurements, I would have definitely. Now I can kind of see where I should have gone.
Okay.
With which cut and which waist size.
Because these new reruns, there are two cuts, if I'm not mistaken.
Relaxed, tapered, I believe, and straight.
Okay.
Slim straight
Okay.
or something like that. Yeah. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it at 3 different online retailers: Redcast, Blue and Green Soho.com here in New York,
Yes.
and then Blue Owl.
Of course, Blue Owl too.
In Seattle.
Yes.
On Redcast's other Redcast also had, speaking of Tanuki, they had like a crew neck sweatshirt that was released, and that looks good. I mean, they talk it up real nice that it's one of the most comfortable pairs of most comfortable sweatshirts that has ever been made and stuff. And I know over the summer, you and I picked up the Tanuki
t-shirts.
The Shinkai HSS t-shirt.
Those heavy t-shirts.
That is heavy.
Yeah.
But it is good. It bleeds. By the way, the indigo definitely bleeds. I remember.
You've been wearing them with some lighter pants, basically. That's what you mean.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my waist was a hint of blue.
Okay.
Definitely. But those were, I mean, Tanuki does some pretty good stuff outside of denim. Much like Studio d'Artisan, it's a little bit more creative with their apparel.
Yes.
Tanuki does some pretty nice quality stuff with their shirts and sweatshirts. I'm curious. I might waiting. I saw Redcast, which is I know it's in Spain. I think it's
Redcast
in
is in Spain. Yes, I think it's in Madrid.
Is it in Madrid?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if there's a retailer here stateside that will have it, that will pick it up, and
I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Talking about iconic stuff, I came across a really interesting article on Denimhunters. Denimhunters, I don't want to say I underestimated it, but I've been going back to Denimhunters recently, and it's really full of super interesting information, super solid information, and advices, tips on pretty much everything you would want to know about denim. But this new article, it's called The Short List of Well-Made and Essential Raw Selvage Jeans Every Denim Head Should Own.
Ooh, this is good.
Yes.
Okay. I'm very curious.
10. There are 10 of them. So I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to list the brands. Okay.
Sure.
Because the models sometimes is just a bunch of numbers. So you guys have to check. It will be in the show notes. So all of you can go check. But this is interesting. And I'll tell you why after. So
I'm going to see if I can guess what they are, but I'm not. Maybe I should.
Okay.
I'm going to embarrass myself otherwise.
Well, in no particular order, okay? LVC, so that's Levi's Vintage Clothing.
Sure.
Ironheart, we don't really talk about it, but I see it online on social media. There is an Ironheart army out there of people wearing those, and it's a religion for them. Like, we love raw denim, but people who love Ironhearts, it's a whole different game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So LVC, Ironhearts, Strike Gold. I don't know much about it either.
I've come across Strike Gold recently. Yeah. Okay.
Full Count. We know about it.
Full Count. Yeah.
TCB. That stands for Two Cats Brand and Taking Care of Business. That's what I read.
Okay.
Momotaro is there. Oni, Samurai, PBJ, and Big John. Big John also is a brand that I've, that's the interesting thing is I have yet to read and educate myself on more than half of those brands.
I think if you start to go down that rabbit hole, as we like to say, I think it's like a drinking game out there. How many times can they say rabbit hole in an episode? Take a shot for us. I would say if you circulate through certain online retailers, James Dan, for example, I believe has Big John.
Okay.
You'll come across these brands like the first one that you were talking about, Strike Gold. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've seen that on maybe Blue and Green this week.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Samurai, you see it everywhere. They had didn't they have the Godzilla?
Is it Samurai?
Okay. Was it Samurai? I thought it was Samurai, but I could be wrong. Actually, maybe it wasn't. It was it was Studio D'Artisan. What am I talking about? The Godzilla special editions. Okay. But I have seen Samurai.
Yeah.
Samurai had like a red pair maybe in the past 2 or 3 months, like a red weft pair of denim, from what I remember. Full Count has some new releases that I've come across in the past few weeks. Sure, I think if you go, I mean, I'm very localized. I'll stick to retailers here in the States just because, for me, it's just in terms of shipping and such, it's easier.
But I mean, that's a very commercial approach. What I mean by that is that, yes, we know these names. We've seen them. We've seen some of their models and stuff. But when it comes to educate yourself on the brand, its history, the meaning of, the products, what are they telling you, basically? What's the storytelling behind it and everything?
There's the book, Blue Blooded, from last week. That's a great book for this sort of stuff.
Exactly.
I still recommend that.
Yeah.
Whatever I briefly knew about like Naked and Famous when you were talking about, they went through almost a good number of their special, Naked and Famous's special denim and different things that they have done, as well as, I'm sure if I looked, I mean, many of these brands that we talk about regularly are featured in that book.
Of course. There are a bunch of books, but this one is
Denimhunters.
Yes.
I mean, that's from what I understand, that's the guy behind Denimhunters.
Yes.
So it would make sense that the two of them, would sort of, I don't know, they would be the same.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I thought it was an interesting list. 10 pair of jeans that every denim head should own. 10 is a lot. You're probably close to 10 yourself, but you're not wearing all 10 of them.
No, I don't think so. At the same time, no, I don't. I definitely know I'm nowhere near 10. I probably am loyal to 3 or 4 brands. I know what I like, and I stick with it. If they have something new that looks good, or something. But I wish I could say I'm.
But it's interesting to see brands like Levi's Vintage Clothing, for example, and I think we touched upon this last time too. We've been ignoring American brands.
The big three. We talked about this. So, Wrangler, Levi's, and Lee.
Yes, at some point we'll have to dive into those 3 brands also and I'm guilty of that. I'll have to go look it up first because, again, I don't know much about those three brands unless that, yes, they exist and they matter in the denim world. But unfortunately, I have yet to educate myself.
Yeah, I picked up a pair of boots from this company, and of course, I can't remember the name. Truman. There it is.
Okay.
I have the shoebox. I have my laptop sitting on the box, so I couldn't see the name.
In the
It wasn't
studio.
in front of me. Yeah. But Truman Boots in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, talking about American, they have some really good outside of denim. They have great boots. And
Okay.
I have, I think, 2 or 3 of their boots, and they're just quality stuff.
Good stuff. Okay.
Excellent. And comfortable, and yeah, I highly recommend Truman as well.
Truman Boots.
Talking about American. Yeah, Truman Boot Company. Yeah, there's a few. There's like Taft, if I'm not mistaken. We talked about Taft.
Did we? Yeah, we did. I think so.
Not on the podcast,
No.
but they have some interesting boots and nice stuff.
Okay.
Really nice stuff. No, there's definitely a lot of good quality work here in the States.
Yes.
That certainly get overlooked and not enough love. So outside of denim, are you watching anything? Outside of denim talk, are you watching anything? Finishing up anything?
Yep.
I think here in the States, The Undoing was out in the fall, but in Switzerland, I think it was released just recently, as well as Euphoria's.
Yes. Okay, Undoing. I can't talk much about it because I have yet to watch it. I'm a little bit late.
I think you DVR'd it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Euphoria. I've watched the second special episode, the Jules episode, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
both of the special Christmas episodes that they released. Looking forward for the rest of the show.
Yeah, season 2.
Season 2.
Absolutely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward for where do I start? Ozark, Succession, Better Call Saul. So
Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Yeah, that there was some talk about that this week. The Golden Globes were the nominations were released this week,
Yep.
and Bob Odenkirk teased a little bit about season 6, the last season, being really good.
Okay.
So I am really looking forward to it.
Same
I mean,
here.
I've been watching that show since season 1 from
Yes,
the jump.
religiously.
Once Breaking Bad ended, I started. I couldn't wait for Better Call Saul to start.
Exactly.
And it hasn't disappointed. To me, it's maybe as good, potentially better than Breaking Bad.
Maybe
I mean, for
better.
me, it's a legitimate conversation. I
Yes.
think it's legitimately one of the better spin-offs.
Oh yes, definitely. Darker a little
I've
bit,
gained-
less humor, but the story is just amazing. The writing, everything.
You think? I think it's funnier even than Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
really?
Breaking
Okay.
Bad didn't have as much humor as, I mean, Bob Odenkirk is good. I just gained a massive appreciation for this
Of
guy.
course.
But anyway, yeah, let's see what happens.
Yes.
Let us know if you do watch.
Talking about Breaking Bad, there's this new show with Bryan Cranston, Your Honor. It makes a lot of noise here.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but yeah, it actually got nominated as well for. He got nominated, if I'm not mistaken, for Best Actor.
Okay.
So yeah, he's talking about Breaking Bad and stuff.
Nice, very nice. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you in about a week.
Take care and have a great week ahead.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.